Hello everyone, welcome to lecture series on network and cyber security, module number 1, lecture number 2. Here is the brief outline of today's lecture. In this lecture, we are going to study about secure sockets layer and related three subtopics: SSL architecture, SSL record protocol, change cipher spec protocol. If you remember, in earlier lecture we had talked about web security considerations. Under that, there were two topics discussed. One is web security threats and the approaches for security approaches. Let us begin by the first topic in this, that is introduction to secure socket layer. Secure socket layer is one of the widely used security services and the follow-on internet standard known as Transport Layer Security (TLS), the later defined in RFC 5246. SSL is a general purpose service implemented as a set of protocols that rely on TCP. At this level, there are two implementation choices. For full generality, SSL or TLS could be provided as a part of the underlying protocol suite and therefore be transparent to applications. Alternatively, SSL can be embedded in specific packages. For example, most browsers come equipped with SSL and most web servers have implemented the protocol. SSL was originally developed by Netscape. SSL version 3 is designed with public input. This is what brief discussion introduction of secure sockets layer. Let us go into the deeper part of secure socket layers, that is SSL architecture. SSL is designed to make use of a TCP to provide a reliable end-to-end secure service. It is not a single protocol, but rather two layers of protocol, as shown in this figure: SSL record protocol, and this is the upper layer consisting of various other sub-protocols. The SSL record protocol provides basic security services to various higher level uh, layer protocols, in particular the Hypertext Transport Protocol, which provides the transfer service for web client server interaction, can operate on top of SSL. Three higher layer protocols are defined as a part of SSL: the SSL Handshake Protocol, SSL Change Cipher Spec Protocol, SSL Alert Protocol. These SSL-specific protocols are used in the management of SSL exchanges. Now we shall move to the two important SSL concepts, that is SSL session and SSL connection, which are defined in the specification as follows. Connection. Connection is a transport that provides a suitable type of services. For SSL, such connections are peer-to-peer relationships. The connections are transient. Every connection is associated with one session. SSL session. An SSL session is an association between a client and a server. Sessions are created by handshake protocols. Sessions define a set of cryptographic security parameters which can be shared among multiple connections. Sessions are used to avoid the expensive negotiation of new security parameters for each connection. between any pair of parties. Applications such as HTTP on client and server as an example. There may be multiple secure connections. In theory, there may also be multiple simultaneous sessions between parties, but this feature is not used in practice. Every session has a state, and that is the next topic to be discussed. Let us have discussion on session state parameters and connection state parameters. There are number of states associated with each session. Once a session is established, there is a current operating state for both read and write, that is, receive and send. In addition, during the handshake protocol, pending read and write states are created. Upon successful conclusion of the handshake protocol, the pending state becomes the current state. A session state is defined by the following parameters: session identifier, peer certificate, compression method, cipher spec, master secret, is resumable connection state, and connection state parameters are defined by the following: server and client random, server write max secret, client write max secret, server write key, client write key. Session identifier, an arbitrary byte sequence chosen by the server to identify an active or resumable session state. Peer certificate, an X509.v3 certificate of the peer. This element of the state may be null. Compression method, the algorithm used to compress data prior to encryption. Cipher spec specifies the bulk data encryption algorithm such as null, AES, etc., and hash algorithms such as MD5 or SHA-1 used for MAC calculation. It also defines cryptographic attributes such as the hash size. Master secret, 48-byte secret shared between the client and server, is resumable connection state. A flag indicating whether the session This one is a flag indicating whether the session can be used to initiate new connections. Now under connection state parameters, server and client random, byte sequences that are chosen by the server and client for each connection. Server write max secret indicates the secret key used in MAC operation on data sent by the server. Client write max secret is the secret key used in MAC operations on the data sent by the client. Server write key, the secret encryption key for data encrypted by the server and decrypted by the client. Client write MAC secret, the symmetric encryption key for data encrypted by the client and decrypted by the server. Initialization vectors, which is not present in this slide. When a block cipher in CBC mode is used, an initialization vector is maintained for each key. This field is first initialized by the SSL handshake protocol. Thereafter, the final cipher text block from each record is preserved for use as the fourth with the following record. Sequence numbers. Each party maintains separate sequence numbers for transmitted and received messages for each connection. When a party sends or receives a changes cipher spec messages, the appropriate sequence number is set to 0. The sequence numbers may not exceed 2 to 64 minus 1. After having discussion on session and connection state parameters, let us have discussion on SSL record protocol. And as we know that SSL protocol is made up of two layer protocols, SSL record protocol, and other related sub protocols. SSL record protocol. The SSL record protocol provides two services for SSL connections: confidentiality and message integrity. Confidentiality and message integrity. Confidentiality: the handshake protocol defines a shared secret key that is used for conventional encryption of SSL payloads. Message integrity: the handshake protocol also defines shared secret key that is used to form a message authentication code. In short, it is known as MAC. MAC. SSL record protocol operation. There are various phases involved in this SSL record protocol operation. That is the application data from the higher layer, and these are the fragment portions. Then the operation of compression. Then addition of message authentication code. Then encryption. After this, SSL record header is appended to the encrypted data. Let us have a detailed discussion on each step. The record protocol. The record protocol takes an application message to be transmitted, fragments the data into manageable blocks, optionally compresses the data, applies MAC, that is message authentication code, encrypts, adds header, and transmits the resulting unit in a TCP segment. Received data are decrypted, verified, decompressed, and reassembled before being delivered to higher level users. In fragmentation process, each upper layer message is fragmented into blocks of 2 raised to 14 bytes, that is 16,384 bytes or less. Next, compression is optionally applied. Compression must be lossless and may not increase the content length by more than 1024 bytes. In SSL v3, as well as the current version of TLS, no compression algorithm is specified, so the default compression algorithm is null. The next step in processing is to compute message authentication code over the compressed data. For this purpose, a shared secret key is used. After first step, the next step is processing, that is computation of message authentication code over compressed data, and for this purpose shared secret key is used. The calculation is defined as follows: hash opening parenthesis MAC underscore write secret concatenation, another one parameter pad2 concatenation, again one more hash function with these parameters: MAC write secret pad1 sequence number, SSL compressed type, SSL compressed length, SSL compressed dot fragment concatenated. Each parameter is concatenated, and this is a inner hash function from this opening brace to opening parenthesis to closing parenthesis, and this is outer hash function, which includes one more hash functions, where this pipeline symbol denotes concatenation, and MAC secret key is nothing but shared secret hash, a cryptographic hash algorithm, either MD5 or SHA-1. And here is the continuation: pad underscore 1 is the byte 0x36 in terms of bits, repeated 48 times, that is 384 bits for MD5 and 40 times that is 320 bits for SHA-1. Pad 2, the byte 0x5C in terms of bits repeated 48 times for MD5 and 40 times for SHA-1. Sequence number indicates the sequence number of the message. SSL compressed dot type parameter indicates the higher level protocol used to process this fragment. SSL compressed dot length indicates the length of the compressed fragment. SSL compressed dot fragment indicates the compressed fragment. If compression is used, if compression is not used, this is the plain text fragment. Now the next step is MAC plus compressed message. The compressed message plus the MAC are encrypted using symmetric encryption. Encryption may not increase the content length by more than 1024 bytes, so that the total length may not exceed 2 raised to 14 plus 2048. For stream encryption, the compressed message plus the MAC are encrypted. Note that the MAC is computed before encryption takes place and that the MAC is then encrypted along with plain text or compressed plain text. For block encryption, padding may be added after the MAC prior to encryption. The padding is in the form of a number of padding bytes followed by 1 byte indication of the length of the padding. The total amount of padding is the smallest amount such that the total size of the data to be encrypted, that is plain text plus MAC plus padding, is a multiple of the cipher's block length. Let us move to the final step of SSL record protocol operation, that is MAC plus compressed message, that is to prepare header. The final step of SSL record protocol processing is to prepare a header consisting of the following fields: content type, major version, minor version, compressed length. Content type: the higher layer protocol used to process the enclosed fragment. Major version 8 bits indicates major version of SSL in use. For SSL v3, that is version 3, the value is 3. Minor version 8 bits indicates minor version in use. For SSL v3, the value is 0. Compressed length 16 bits, the length in bytes of the plain text fragment or compressed fragment. If compression is used, the maximum value is 2 raised to 14 plus 2048. This one is 2 raised to 14 here. Typing mistake. Take it as 2 raised to 14 plus 2 raised to 2048. The content type The content types that have been defined are change underscore cipher underscore spec underscore alert dot handshake and application underscore data. The first three are the SSL specific protocols discussed as discussed in figure. Here ends the SSL record protocol operation. Let us move to the last topic of in this lecture, that is SSL change cipher spec protocol. SSL change cipher spec protocol. The change cipher spec protocol is one of the three SSL specific protocols that use the SSL record protocol, and it's the simplest. This protocol consists of a single message which consists of a single byte with the value 1. The sole purpose of this message is to cause the pending state to be copied into the current state, which updates the cipher suit to be used on this connection. Here ends uh, this lecture session. Thank you.